At this special time of year, it's nice to reflect on all of our friends near and far who have made Onom Foundation's progress possible throughout the year. Together we have achieved many great things in 2016. So we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your continued cooperation, support and involvement. The Onom Foundation is an operating foundation that is committed to making a tangible difference in lives of ordinary Mongols by mitigating early and excess mortalities and by providing an access to high-quality education to Mongol youngsters. In fact, the mission of the Onom Foundation is to address challenges in healthcare and education with forward-looking, practical and sustainable solutions based on breakthrough innovation and technology with an ultimate goal of making tangible difference in lives of ordinary Mongols. Thanks to your continued cooperation, support and involvement, we are not only making a great strides in achieving the mission of the Onom Foundation, but also bringing hope and opportunity to people here in Mongolia and around the world. As 2016 comes to an end, I would like to take this opportunity to provide you a brief review of an amazing progress that we have made throughout the year. Now turning to healthcare, I'm truly amazed and humbled by the great work that we accomplished together in mitigating early and excess mortalities among Mongols. With your continued cooperation, support and involvement, we are making it possible for thousands of ordinary Mongols to fulfill their dreams by saving their lives. Mongolia is truly the hotspot for viral hepatitis endemic, and the deadly consequences touch every corner of Mongolian society. It would be practically impossible to find a family that's not adversely affected by the viral hepatitis endemic in Mongolia. In fact, Mongolia has the world's highest rate of liver cancer mortality, nearly 8 times the global average. The prevalences of chronic viral hepatitis B, C, and Delta in Mongolia are at endemic level and constitute the main cause for Mongolia's world-leading liver cancer mortality rate, which has been steadily increasing over the last decade. At the moment, liver cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma mortalities account for 15% of all annual mortalities in Mongolia. In short, the viral hepatitis endemic has been wreaking havoc in Mongol society. To radically change the state of viral hepatitis in Mongolia and to significantly reduce disproportionate and sustained burden of liver cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma mortalities, the Onom Foundation publicly launched the Hepatitis Prevention, Control and Elimination Program, for short HPCE program, on the 8th of September 2014. I would like to note that HPCE program is not a straightforward government program. Rather, it is a comprehensive national program put forward by the Onom Foundation, a civil society institution that has the most in-depth institutional knowledge and hands-on expertise on all aspects of viral hepatitis endemic in Mongolia. Because of this unique aspect of the HPCE program, we encountered overwhelming difficulties, political controversies, and appalling gaps from the very beginning. A number of key experts, public officials, and professional organizations at both national and international level were skeptical and doubted about the progress that we intended to make with our fight against viral hepatitis endemic in Mongolia. People often asked Where is your government? And raised serious doubts about initiating the change from the ground up. However, we have never wavered nor hesitated. We persisted and we marched ahead. We brought together all relevant national and international stakeholders for combating viral hepatitis endemic despite their reluctance. We innovated. We pushed the boundaries with ideas outside of the box. Thanks to our unrelenting efforts and constant innovation, we succeeded. It's symbolic that on the second year anniversary of public launch of the HPCE program, or the 9th of September 2016, the Parliament of Mongolia officially approved the HPCE program. In Mongolian it is called Илэг Бүтэн Монгол Хөтөлбөр, into the 2016 to 2020 action plan of the government of Mongolia. It should be emphasized that the mission of HPCE program is to eliminate hepatitis C in Mongolia by 2020 and to significantly reduce liver cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma mortalities. This mission was explicitly stated in the action plan of the government of Mongolia for the next 4 years. In other words, the government of Mongolia truly embraced the HPCE program by publicly declaring to eliminate HCV in Mongolia by 2020 and to significantly reduce liver cirrhosis and liver cancer mortalities. At the same time, the Parliament of Mongolia officially allocated 23.4 billion Mongolian national tugrux, or approximately 11 million US dollars, into the health insurance fund for subsidizing hepatitis medicines during the 2016 budget addendum process. In other words, the government of Mongolia put its money where its mouth is. To make hepatitis medicines subsidies reality on the ground, we worked as members of the working group at the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare over the last couple of months and reached a consensus with representatives of the government of Mongolia. On the 15th of December 2016, the National Council for Social Welfare approved the consensus subsidy of approximately $85 for per month supply of hepatitis C medicines. This decision will also backdate to the 9th of September 2016, enabling patients to get reimbursements for hepatitis C medicines that they paid out of pocket. Thanks to the close cooperation of the Onom Foundation with international pharmaceutical companies and national distributors to lower the cost of hepatitis medicines, the cost of generic sofosbuvir, ledipsvir, for hepatitis C per month in Mongolia is around $150. And with subsidy of $85, the resulting final cost is around $65 to a Mongolian patient with HCV chronic infection. This cost is quite affordable for ordinary Mongols, and there's already a significant uptake in treatment. The cost of generic tenofovir for hepatitis B in Mongolia is around $14 per month supply, and with subsidy of $11, the resulting final cost is around $3 to Mongolian patient with HPV chronic infection, making it very affordable. With the close cooperation of all of our partners and the government of Mongolia, together we succeeded in making hepatitis medicines readily available and affordable in Mongolia, which is a critical step. The Onom Foundation is very proud of these major milestones of the HPCE program that we have achieved in 2016. And for all patients, for all partners who continue to support our efforts throughout the year, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for an unforgettable 2016. Alongside of these outstanding achievements, the Onom Foundation made great strides on other fronts of the HPCE program, which consists of intrinsically interdependent prevention, screening, and treatment campaigns, and comprehensive scientific and clinical research component to enable evidence-based decision-making. Within the prevention campaign of the HPCE program, the Onom Foundation carried out the public health campaign to increase awareness and knowledge of Mongolian public about viral hepatitis and its deadly consequences and ways of preventing viral hepatitis infection and protecting loved ones from this life-threatening disease. Analytical and data-driven approaches are being employed for designing and conducting the nationwide public health campaign. As a result, significant percentage of Mongolian public has now considerable knowledge and awareness about viral hepatitis. However, there is much more to do. Therefore, the Onom Foundation is declaring 2017 as the year of prevention campaign within the HPCE program in Mongolia. To eliminate HCV and to control hepatitis B and hepatitis D, and to significantly reduce mortalities due to liver cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma in Mongolia, it is critically important to identify every individual's chronic viral hepatitis infection status. Knowing one's hepatitis infection status will enable taking appropriate actions. Therefore, the Onom Foundation launched a decentralized nationwide screening campaign for viral hepatitis infection among the Mongolian population. Within our efforts, over 80,000 Mongols were screened for hepatitis B and C infections using on-site rapid tests and were registered into a centralized database. In 2017, the screening campaign will be rolled out nationwide using the public healthcare infrastructure. And the goal is to screen 2.2 million Mongolian citizens who are 15 or older. Once we achieve this goal, Mongolia will be the first country in the world that carried out population screening for hepatitis B and C, setting a new standard for the world to follow suit. From 2010 to 2015, the government of Mongolia treated 37 Mongols with chronic hepatitis C infections. That's treating 37 patients over 6 years. The treatment campaign of the HPCE program drastically altered this deplorable situation. In 2016 alone, 400 times more patients with chronic HCV infections were treated and cured. This is truly remarkable, and we are very proud of this accomplishment. We are certain that 2017 will be even more impressive. On the 1st of March 2015, the Onom Foundation established the Liver Center, the first ever non-profit clinic and research center in Mongolia dedicated for hepatology. In a relatively short amount of time, the Liver Center established itself as the leading center of excellence for diagnosis and treatment of liver diseases in Mongolia. In 2016 alone, the Liver Center carried out 36,000 diagnostic tests and 31,000 examinations with the highest standard of quality. Over 26,000 patients received care at the Liver Center. As the only non-profit center of excellence, the Liver Center provided free or reduced fee services to large number of low-income patients, totaling over 110 million Mongolian national tugrux. This is truly remarkable, and we are confident that the Liver Center will play even more critical role in going forward. I'm truly amazed and humbled by the outstanding accomplishments that we have achieved in 2016 within the comprehensive scientific and clinical research component of the HPCE program. I would like to review very briefly some of these accomplishments. For the first time in history of Mongolia, our team of scientists presented 5 abstracts at the 2016 International Liver Congress, and our 3 young investigators received an award from this Congress, organized by the European Association for the Study of Liver. In cooperation with Professor Jeffrey S. Glenn at the Stanford Medical School, our team of scientists determined the prevalence of hepatitis D in Mongolia for the first time using novel quantitative microarray capture assay. This landmark study revealed that 60% of HPSAG positive Mongols are hepatitis D positive. To the best of our knowledge, this extremely high prevalence of hepatitis D is the highest reported prevalence in a country anywhere around the world. A manuscript describing these findings were accepted for publication in Hepatology, a leading international journal in the field of hepatology. In cooperation with the world-leading scientists at the U.S. National Institutes of Health, University of California, San Francisco, and Johns Hopkins, and University of Texas, our team of scientists were tentatively approved to receive research funding from the U.S. National Institutes of Health on 4 different research projects on chronic viral hepatitis and cancer. Finally, our team of scientists at the Liver Center and Onom Foundation is working with Eiger Biopharmaceuticals, a NASDAQ-listed company, to conduct lower HDV, a multi-center international phase 2 clinical program to develop a treatment for hepatitis delta infection. This remarkable development is one of the first attempts to turn the drug development paradigm on its head by developing drugs where they are needed the most. It's our utmost attention to continue to work on this paradigm-changing model via cooperation with partners such as Eiger Group International and RiboScience. This model will have far-reaching implications going well beyond the borders of Mongolia. With these accomplishments, 2016 has been truly amazing year to say the least, and we are looking forward to 2017. And let us together make 2017 the best year in liver health. In closing, I would like to thank all of our friends and colleagues around the world. Together we have achieved many great things in 2016, and truly exciting journey is ahead of us in 2017. Finally, on behalf of everyone here at the Onom Foundation, I wish you and your family the happiest of holidays and peaceful, prosperous New Year. Thank you.